going on, YouTube? We back at it again with another one. Today we're gonna be reacting to this video of, I guess this is this dude's baby mama, and I haven't seen the video, but I'm just guessing from the caption. It say man exposes baby mama after alleged attack while driving while their daughter was in the car. So let's get right into it.
You don't believe me?
Gotta keep it on video. Got my daughter in the back seat with her.
Oh, I fucking stand you.
Get off me! Get off me! My daughter is in the back seat. Get off me! I've been driving.
Quit videoing.
Quit video what? So you keep hitting me? So you keep hitting me?
You fucking
And try to blame me on shit? Get away from me!
You hit me first.
Cars passing in traffic. Could have hit
You
them.
shouldn't have fucking hit me first.
Could have hit cars passing in traffic. She don't give a fuck about my daughter's
You
life.
shouldn't have fucking hit me
You don't give a
first.
fuck about my daughter's life.
You shouldn't have fucking hit me first.
Cause you don't give a fuck
Hold
about
up the
yours.
fucking window.
Cause you don't give a fuck about your life. You don't give a fuck about my daughter's. What you doing to your child? You hit me after I caught you
I
stealing.
hit you?
Yep.
Oh, you didn't choke me. You didn't do none of
I
that
had
shit.
to stop doing that. You just hit her fucking child. Bitch.
Oh, she wild. She wilding, dog.
Let go of my child. You just hit Jordan. You just hit Jordan. You just hit Jordan.
I didn't.
You just hit Jordan. I got on fucking video.
I
I guess you got on video you hit Jordan, bro.
I just paid with fucking pennies. What the fuck is the problem? They think they could give us pennies and I can't take this shit back?
Is this her? Is this the whip?
I don't know. What's the DNA?
Oh, I think that was some other stuff. I don't even know what that was. Why would she pay for pizza with a? I hate when people do shit like that. Shit retarded. Whatever. Let me read this real quick. Y'all bear with me because it's super small. But let me read it. He said, I think this is from the guy. I didn't want to post this because I don't want people seeing how vulnerable my daughter was. But this is the victim. Olacia Tate tries to pretend to be. She's constantly stole my money out of our daughter's piggy bank that I put money in, not her. She stole her income tax money this year that I put in Journey's bank account. Every time I'm just trying to give my daughter everything and have her future set up, while the mama wants to steal it all. I've lost everything due to the mother of my child. It breaks my heart that my daughter says my daddy don't got a house no more. It took me 2 years of trying to finally get somebody to accept me to rent from them due to from me. It cuts off right there. That was kind of hard to read because it's got all that little text at the bottom and stuff, and it's small. But however, this is a sad situation. This is a bad situation. Right? This is one of those kind of situations that we see where, you know, a lot of times we hear women talk about, you know, how men are deadbeat fathers and they not good and they don't take care of their kids and all these kind of things, right? In this situation, you see a father who is trying to take care of his child and this woman is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a picture of her up in the top corner right there. And they got a little picture down below of him with his daughter and the girl, I guess, or whatever, right? She don't look like she a bad looking, bro, at least in that picture. You know, that's probably how she reeled him in. Look like she might be a little thick too, so that's probably how she reeled him in. But these, man, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all dudes out here, man, y'all gotta stop being so like, y'all gotta stop caring so much about what like people say about you, right? Like I know a lot of dudes that go through situations like this where they get abused by their women. Real talk, like the women do them just like that, be beating on them and slapping them, and they don't care. They'll slap them in the face while they driving. You know, kill everybody in the car. You know what I mean? And sometimes when I talk to these kind of dudes, I'm like, bro, why don't you call the police? She'll call the police on you if it was you slapping her. If bros were reversed, bro, you be in the penitentiary right now for domestic violence, bro. They be like, no, I'm a man, bro. I'm not about to call the police. Nigga, you got me fucked up. I don't care nothing about that because I'm gonna call the police. Me personally, I'm gonna call the police because at the end of the day, right? Like, it's either you or me, and I know what I'm capable of. If I put my hands on you, I might not take them off. You understand me? If I put my hands on you, I might not take them off. You know what I'm saying? For real. So it's either me call the police or me defend myself. Which one you want? I think it's a better option for me to call the police and you learn your lesson, right? Because me putting my hands on you, that's just gonna stir up a whole nother set of problems. You know what I mean? I might end up going to jail anyway. Because then if you beating on me and I beat you and I put my hands on you and I do you worse than you did me, the police bound to pull up and take me to jail anyway, right? Even if I tell them, hey, look, it was the self-defense, right? Like, and he got the camera rolling. For real, he got the camera rolling. She'd have jumped on me. I'd have flipped around in that front seat and knocked her front teeth out. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the camera rolling. She legit is trying to put her hands on you while you driving your daughter in the car, bro. Like, that would have pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? And I feel like dudes, when they're in these situations, they just don't do nothing. They just don't do nothing. Like, his option is just to, and then he said, I understand, he said he didn't want to put it out because he didn't want to make his daughter seem vulnerable. Why did you put this on the internet, bro? I wouldn't have put no shit like this on the internet. You make you and your daughter look crazy, bro. Why would you put this on the internet? The internet is not a place for your family drama, bro. I can understand him recording it because you recorded for evidence to show that this broad is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you don't put it on the internet, brother. You call the police or you go down there to them child services courts and get a protection order in full custody of your daughter. So this girl ain't got to never come back around you. But you notice this happened in the car. And then he had another video after that where they was in the same room together. How in the fuck do this girl do this to you in the car and then y'all end up in the same room together half naked afterward? That don't make no sense, bro. Ain't no way nobody doing me like this in the car and gonna end up in the bed with me later on. You tripping. And I know, you know, we be vulnerable and we got weak. We sometimes we weak and sometimes we gotta be stronger, bro. We gotta be stronger, fellas. For real. This ain't it. Especially when you got a child, bro. Especially when you got a child, man. When you got a child, you got to be strong for your child, bro. I know some dudes, bro, that like they children's mother know that they can get over on him and he ain't gonna do nothing because he think that him standing there and being stoic and not saying anything and just taking everything that she throw at him and everything that she put on him is like a strong representative of what a man is. But you got to understand, you got children sitting right there watching you take everything this woman is doing to you and not do nothing about it, bro. And I'm not saying you got to put your hands on her, but at some point you got to stand up for yourself, bro. I don't care if it's whether you going to court. I don't care what you got to do. At some point you got to stand up for yourself, bro. You don't want your children seeing a woman disrespect you, bro, or a man either. You know what I mean? But a lot of dudes that I know, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna let no man disrespect them, but they sit up there and let a woman disrespect them. It's like, bro, you don't want your children seeing you let nobody disrespect you, because if you got a son, he'll grow up and he'll think, okay, well, my dad let my mom disrespect him, so I should let my wife disrespect me. And then when you see your son going through it, it's gonna make you cry, bro. It's gonna make you cry. You're gonna hit your knees and cry. Like, damn, I should never let him see that. And I should never did that. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, you shouldn't let him see it. But sometimes, you know, people live in small houses, whatever. Sometimes you can't help, you know, if you're living with somebody who's crazy, you can't help but this person, you know, you gotta stand up for yourself, bro. You gotta either get away from this person or go down to the courts or call the police or do whatever you gotta do, bro. Don't sit there and let nobody slap you all across your mouth. That's crazy. You know, that's insane, bro, for real. I feel for this dude right here, man. You know, he looked like, I'm not even sure if he looked like he white. He done got tangled up with a sister. You know what I'm saying? He done got tangled up with his sister. She hit his ass with that left right. You know what I'm talking about? While he was driving. That's wild, bro. And then the second part of the video looked like she reached across and slapped him, but I think she might have hit the baby too. It was kind of dark, so I couldn't see, but this is wild, bro. And it's sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel for this dude. And I hope he doing better now. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he getting his life together, man. But, you know, this is rough, bro. I mean, I know he put it on the internet, and I know it provides content for us to react to, but, bro, I'd rather he not. I don't need to react to this type of content. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather he not. Now, it's out there, so we gonna take a look at it, but because we can use it for example, but I'd rather he not have put this on the internet. You know what I'm talking about? That's just my opinion. I'd rather he not have put this on the internet. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I want to hear what y'all think, man. And I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one, man. Peace.